This is Shaun Middleton on SAFC Fan TV. I'm outside the Stadium of Light where Sunderland are playing EFC Wimbledon, and the current score is Sunderland 3, EFC Wimbledon 1. This is SAFC Fan TV. I'm outside the Stadium of Light with Jim from Castletown. Sunderland have won 3-1. It's the 5th game now where we haven't kept a clean sheet. We've conceded in every game. Think that's a problem?
Not if you score more than them. I don't think it's a big problem at all, not in this league. We've got the players there. We've got the players there who can score the goals. As long as they push on our home, you must score, you must win our home. You must win our home. That's the most important thing. Win your home games. We've all said this, we've all played football. You've got to win at home. You can't sit back at home. And that's, I'm not knocking the manager, but you've got to go for it at home. There's no two ways. Get the point of where Ipswich, great. You must win at home.
Do you think it's a bit negative at times, like our style of football?
I think we've got the players who can play different type of football and attacking football, but I think they are sometimes restrained by instructions.
Does that obviously fall down to the manager?
Yes, I think so. I don't want to see him go. I think the lad's done well, but you've got to win at home. You've got to go for teams. Let's face it, we're in Division 1. We're not playing, you know, the likes of Man United, Arsenal or somebody else. So you've got to get these. It's like Australia and England playing cricket. When Australia get us on the bottom, we can't get up. So we've got to do that here. And I'm not all this sympathetic, well, it's teams. Get at them, get them beat, and nail on them, and keep them down there.
I wish you were, manager, to be honest. Like, I think he'd sort them out.
It's not easy. I know it's not easy. I understand that the manager, he's in the, you know. But for me, why can't we not have 4 attackers at home? I can't understand this. Like, Wimbledon today, sorry, like, and this will go wherever it goes to, but that's one of the worst teams I've ever seen in my life.
They were pretty poor, like.
They weren't as good as that. I'm sorry, mind.
So is anything positive?
Today, we came out, we did our job, we scored 3 goals. Maguire got 3 goals. I'd just like to see Charlie White get a goal and Greg get a goal. The two lads who your goal scorers, get them two to get a goal. Well, you know what White's like. I mean, last season, they'll call him a pickpocket, worse than a pickpocket. But this season, he's got a couple of goals and he's a different bloke now.
What do you think of Max Power and Ledbetter in the middle?
I cannot have them. Not in the same team. I cannot have the same two in. I think the two, the same, similar. It's, they're running for the same ball, and I should be. Well, no, what I thought was mine.
But there's potential of billionaire owners to come into the club. You think that's good?
I think it's excellent. I think we've got some people not very far away who's asking questions about why they haven't been bought instead of us.
Newcastle.
Who? Apparently, now a good mate of mine said they went up there, had a look, but when they heard all the carry on about the fans singing and dancing and everything, apparently they were, whoa, that's not good for the brand image.
Matham's a better mentality, aren't we?
Well, I'm not like, but apparently one of the lads who's coming on board, apparently Tommy Hilfiger, he owns Tommy Hilfiger and Calvin Klein. Can you imagine? Somebody shouting and bawling, and who's that? No, you can't have that, man.
So going forward, do you think we'll win the league then?
Well, I've backed us to win the league at 92.
Confident?
No.
Why? I'm not Jack Ross?
Not in this league. I am confident with Jack Ross. I think he's a good lad. I think he's got a big heart. We know what Scots people's like, nah. I mean, I go up to Scotland quite often to holiday, and I just wish he'd just get out there a bit more. We've got the players to do it. Yeah. I understand he doesn't want to get beat and get the ball away and all the rest of it, but we've got the players to beat any team in this league. Portsmouth's supposed to be this, that and the other. We blew them away. They were shocking against us, shocking, because we can't play football in this league. In the Championship, it might be different.
So going forward, we're gonna walk this league?
No, we're not going to walk it. But as long as I get me bet up.
Right. Thanks for your time, yeah.
All right,
cheers. Thank you. Thanks. It's SAFC Fan TV, and I'm speaking with Dave from Bournemouth. Dave, what did you make of the 3-1 victory here?
I thought it was a brilliant victory. I thought all the players gelled well. They've all come on with more experience now. They all look fitter this year. Wyke especially looks fitter. I think Greg will come good. We've got a strong squad. When you see the midfielders swapping over and coming on and coming off, it all gels well, they all fit in well. Obviously we've got a strong keeper. I think the defence needs to get a little tighter, and we need a bit more creativity in midfield. I think sometimes they shy off they're on goal, you've got one bloke on goal, he pulls back and waits for the pass. Just keep running, it doesn't matter if you blast it over, keep running. If it's only you in a goal, have a shot, but they'll do it, and Jack will tell them. And what's his name there? John Potter. John Potter is the unsung hero behind Jack, although you've got Fowler. He does a lot on the training pitch, and he's a good backup. I think he's third man, but you can see it in the training as well. I think a few more set pieces would be great.
Do you think that 3-5-2 is going to get scrapped now?
I think at home you should always go 4-4-2. Depends what team you're playing, but I think you've got to go straight at them anywhere you're playing, whether you're at home or away. But it's that sort of division that's the way teams are going to play against us. 5 across the middle. They're going to try and stifle us out, when really the other team should come straight at us and they might catch us out, but hopefully they won't. But we got to go straight at them, but we've got to tighten up a bit at the back.
There's been rumours about Michael Dell. He's worth 38 billion. It could be a potential investor in the club. What's your feelings on that?
I think that's very good to see Del Boy come in on his Robin Reliant, if he can afford a Robin Reliant in the UK. I think it's all because of Brexit, of course. That's the only reason they want to invest in clubs like us. That's fake news, by the way. He's only going to be a bit part, and he'll only be able to splash so much cash. I think they're going to keep the lid on it, which isn't fair when you look at Chelsea and Man City. They seem to break the rules all the time, but it doesn't matter. The club's the club, and it doesn't matter who the money men are, whether they got 10 quid or 38 billion. The fans are worth more. 5 games gone, obviously. We drew the first 2. It was a bit negative. We've won the next 3 in the league. Do you think now we can put a stamp on this league and say we're the big boys? Yeah, well, we're the big boys anyway, but definitely I think we've already put our stamp there. Because whatever you think of Wimbledon, the old Wombles come down here, and basically they were unlucky at Ipswich. Ipswich got a winner, 90 plus 4 minutes. So this was a good win, and the 2 teams we played and got the draw, they're going to be thereabouts. They're no mugs.
What do you think of Jack Ross? He's faced a lot of criticism lately, but do you think he's starting to silence the doubters?
Yeah, I think he's a steady Eddie plodder, and anyone who plods along in a job and does it right, he achieves more than the person who gets the praise just for a one-off achievement. So I would stick with him. I was a plodder at work myself, and I got there in the end.
Onwards and upwards?
Onwards and upwards. Away the lads.
Thanks for your time.
I die. Sweet Caroline. Can't help falling in love with you. Aha!
SAFC Fan TV. I'm with John from Seaham. A massive win today, 3-1 against EFC Wimbledon. It's a great result. Obviously after 2 negative draws, 3 wins in a row. Do you think it's now we can sort of cement our place and get to that top?
I think so. I think we've started to turn a corner. Mind you, it's right at the start of the season, so you never know. But I think the last few games have been looking promising. So yeah, fingers crossed.
Do you think we need to strengthen anywhere? Like September the 2nd, the window shuts. Do you think we need to maybe strengthen anywhere?
Well, we're all talking about the forwards and that, and a couple of them misfired again today. But I think definitely some sort of striker force, 'cause maybe Charlie White was good, but didn't score. Grigg, he was handed 2, didn't score. So that's where I would go.
I've criticised Denver Hume. Not that was his fault. I think Jack Ross didn't help him. He played a back 4. I think it's the 3rd game in a row now in the league. Do you think Denver Hume played well at left back?
I've always liked Denver. I have. When he was playing last season until he got injured, liked him a lot. And when he came back, I don't know. He was lacking a little bit of experience and whatnot. And a couple of times today, he's a few mistakes, but he's played a lot better than he has done. So I'm happy with him.
It's a bit concerning with Grigg. He had another chance, but he missed it here. I was at that end of the goal. Do you think he just needs that one goal and it'll all start coming?
I don't know. Talking to the wrong person, I need to talk to Grigg. You know what I mean? He should have scored. He should have put 2 goals away today. We should have been. We should have won 5-1. But I don't know when it's going to come. If it's going to come, who knows?
Where will Sunderland finish come the end of the year?
Oh, well, I'd like it to, I'd like to go automatically. We tried so hard last season. I went down to Wembley twice, to watch them, and it was fantastic. I know, but it wasn't to be like, So I'd like them to just go up automatically. And I think they're talking about this whole Dell thing at the minute, So I don't know. It just felt good. The atmosphere felt good today.
Our noisy neighbours seem to be a bit jealous about the potential of our new investors. Could be massive, billionaires. Think that could be good.
Aye, well, that's what it's like. I think it's the end of the line for Newcastle,
Keep Steve Bruce.
Well, Steve Bruce. Well, what do you know?
He's from Wales in. I'm from Wales in.
Exactly. Aye, fantastic song. Love it.
Definitely going to get up.
I think so.
Right. Thanks for your time, mate.
Yeah, no worries.
Right, cheers. Thank you.